Join me as I take on the challenge of opening my third eye and embracing my psychic powers. Let's see what happens. The third eye, located between our eyebrows, is believed to be a gateway to higher states of consciousness, intuition, and psychic abilities. It's often associated with vision, insight, and perception, and is said to hold the key to unlocking our full potential. But what does it really mean to have an open third eye, and how can we tap into its power? Many people are skeptical about the idea of having psychic powers, and understandably so. We've all heard stories about fake psychics and mediums who claim to have supernatural abilities but are really just out to make a quick buck. Or maybe we've had personal experiences that have left us feeling disappointed or disillusioned. The media often portrays psychic phenomena as something spooky or paranormal, which can be off-putting. We might think that having psychic abilities means being able to predict the winning lottery numbers or read people's minds like a superhero. But the truth is, psychic abilities are much more nuanced and subtle than that. They're not about showing off or performing tricks, they're about tuning into our inner world and tapping into our intuition. When we open our third eye, we're not suddenly going to develop superhuman powers, we're going to become more aware, more sensitive, and more connected to ourselves and the world around us. And yet, despite the many misconceptions and fears surrounding psychic abilities, there are still many people who are curious about exploring their third eye. They might have had strange experiences or intuitions that they can't explain, or they might simply be drawn to the idea of tapping into their deeper selves. So what's holding them back? Often, it's fear of the unknown, fear of being seen as weird or different, or fear of losing control. The good news is that opening the third eye is a process that can be learned and developed over time. It takes patience, practice, and dedication, but the rewards are well worth it. So, let's dive into some practical techniques for opening the third eye. One of the most effective ways to open the third eye is through meditation. By quieting the mind and focusing our attention inward, we can begin to tune into our intuition and inner wisdom. Start by finding a quiet, comfortable spot to sit, and close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths, and bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows. Imagine a bright, pulsing light beginning to emerge from this area, and allow yourself to focus on it. As you breathe in, imagine fresh energy and light entering through your crown chakra. As you breathe out, imagine any doubts or fears leaving your body. Another powerful technique is visualization. Close your eyes and imagine yourself in a peaceful, serene environment. It could be a beach at sunset, a forest, or a mountain meadow. Allow yourself to fully immerse in this scene, using all of your senses to bring it to life. Then, imagine a beam of light beginning to emerge from the third eye area, growing stronger and brighter with each breath. As you visualize this light, allow yourself to feel more connected to your intuition and inner guidance. Mindfulness is another key practice for opening the third eye. By being present in the moment and letting go of distractions, we can begin to tune into our inner world and tap into our psychic abilities. Try taking a mindful walk in nature, paying attention to the sights, sounds, and sensations around you. As you walk, bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows, and allow yourself to feel more connected to your intuition. I still remember the first time I opened my third eye. I was in my early 20s, and I had been practicing meditation and visualization for several months. I was sitting in my room, feeling particularly restless and anxious, when suddenly I felt a strange sensation in my head. It was as if a door had opened, and a wave of energy and light had flooded in. I felt a sense of deep peace and connection, and suddenly I could see everything in a new light. It was as if I had been living in black and white, and suddenly the whole world had turned to color. Over the next few weeks, I began to experience all sorts of strange and wonderful things. I would get flashes of insight and intuition, and I would sense things before they happened. I felt more connected to myself and the world around me, and I began to see the world in a whole new way. It was a truly transformative experience, and one that changed my life forever. So, what can you do to start embracing your psychic powers? First, start by setting aside some time each day to practice meditation, visualization, or mindfulness. Be patient with yourself, and don't worry if you don't see immediate results. The key is to be consistent and persistent, and to trust in the process. Remember, opening the third eye is a journey, not a destination, and it's one that requires courage, curiosity, and an open heart. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any experiences with psychic powers or the third eye, please share them in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about meditation techniques, be sure to check out my other video on the topic. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.